Okay, some work in the chestnut orchard today. My chestnuts are looking awfully yellow. I'm going to turn this around for a second. See inside our tree tubes, pretty pale. I've got some better examples, but anyway, I've been weed eating around them because I'm going to be amending the drip line around each one with some sulfur. There you go, there's a good example of how pale the leaves are. I'm also going to use some chelated iron as a foliar spray, but today we're going to put down some sulfur from Menards. It's a Earth Science soil acidifier, and then I'm going to mulch that with some pine straw, which breaks down into more acidic soil anyway. So before we thought about all these trees, we limed the whole field, which made the soil a little more alkaline last year. So back up here, you can see the whole thing. We planted 20 chestnut trees. A few have died completely, but let's see if we can breathe some more life back into these babies. So that's what we're doing today. Okay, every tree has got 1 cup of sulfur around it on the drip line. And then it's going to get mulched with some pine straw, pine mulch, which breaks down into the soil and acidifies over time. And I'm going to get the rest of my bales and cover these puppies up. Poor babies. Look at them. Look at them. Aw. The soil needs to be more acidic so it can draw more nutrients up into the plant. Chestnuts love it slightly acidic, and we're slightly alkaline. Alright, before we water these in, we gotta mulch some pine straw. Approximately 3-foot circumference, because these guys need some acid, man. They need acid. Because without acid, it can't draw the iron up into the plant. These guys are suffering from iron chlorosis, which is iron deficiency. Pale yellow leaves. So we've given them sulfur from the pine, which will break down into more acidifying. I might lose my audio. By the way, we still love the hip hinge around here. Won't forget the hip hinge. Alright, now we're going to gather up some water to soak everything in. See the septic little mound. Wish it would have been lower, but can. And we're going to use that guy there that my neighbor William donated to the cause. It's going to be our watering tank. You can see here I've got my line hooked up to the garden hose with a little valve on it, and then it goes from the tank into this pump. It's got this little screen that filters out any crazy stuff. There's the pump, and then comes over here to my system, which goes to my hose, and then watering plants. So That's it. All I need to do is put water in the tank and hook up the battery. We're ready to go. Fill the tank with the hydrant. Highly recommend Woodford Classic. And we're going to, this is coming from the spring water, 600 feet down the hill. I'm going to check this nozzle out. Alright. Amazing. Okay. Let's see here. We have a couple gallons to every plant. Times 20. Had a big whoopsie. Because filling my tank up. There it is coming out the backside. Luckily I have my cork inside of a plastic bag. As my seal. That's your hack of the day, boys and girls. Cork inside a plastic bag. That's a good seal. Gotta push it strong enough. Good. Gonna go up to 60 because once you get past this line, you can't get it out of the tank. So, see that? Okay, quick check. I changed the battery out. The other one was a little low. And all you gotta do is turn on pressure, like turning on a kitchen sink or turning on a bathroom faucet. Actually activates the pump. Just like in a RV, but that's how we're going to water our chestnut trees. Alright, let's go. Couldn't quite reach my last couple trees. I should have parked right in the middle. So I'm going to turn off the pump by what? Turning off the pressure, right? Thank you, little diaphragm pump and battery.